Hey guys, Rich here again with Ultra Motorsports. We're looking at this 1960 Buick Electra. We're not at our usual dealership today. We are looking at the underside of this vehicle. This is a consignment vehicle by a very good customer, and he has allowed us to use his very nice facility here to do some video of the underside of this thing. So we're gonna kind of just take a look at some of the problem areas, talk about what's good, talk about what's bad, talk about what looks original, not original underneath this vehicle, and then that way, you know, our online buyers can be informed. So that's kind of the whole basis of how we do it. So starting at the front bumper here, it's a little water spotted right now, okay, but I don't see anything that is in bad shape on the bumper, okay. You know, this is all very standard for, you know, kind of better than driver quality chrome, but you know, just a little thin in some spots, but not an issue, especially, you know, nowhere where you can see it, okay. Looks very nice, and pardon me, looks very nice, very presentable. Chrome looks good. Maybe a few dents and dings and tings, but other than that, very nice. As we look down the driver's side of the car, the stainless here on the lowest piece of stainless here on the driver's side, we see a couple little dents and dings. This is all water spotted, by the way. It will polish up, but we got, you know, one or two little dents and dings there, okay. We'll look at the passenger side now. Pardon me. Yeah, more of the same, you know, a couple little, you know, maybe pushed it in a little too hard here. Maybe the same goes for down here. Couple little bumps on the chrome, but or on the stainless, but nothing to get worked up about, I don't think. Very nice, very, very presentable. Okay, pardon me. All right, now we are at the front of the car, okay, and we're facing the rear of the car. So we'll do a little inspection. Gotta love those Buick big finned brakes. Really, really neat for these cars. Looks like we got a little bit of a pan seep. I wouldn't call it a leak, I'd call it a seep. Same thing back here. See a little drip right there. A little wet, okay. Pretty hard pressed to find a classic car that doesn't have a little oil drip of some kind. Okay, so here's the plan, guys. We're gonna kind of walk towards the back of the car, looking at like the drivetrain and the driveline and then the rear end, and then we'll kind of come back down each side of the car, looking at some of the body components. All right. Again, little weepy, that's all. This car, I know, does not get driven a ton, if at all, hardly, so that's probably one contributing factor. Looks like just some very minor little seeps here, okay. Nothing to get concerned about, in my opinion. All the exhaust appears to be intact. Again, a little wet. Rear end does not seem to be leaking, actually. As we look, pardon me, I'm going to turn around, so I'm going to be facing the front of the car, looking at the pumpkin back here. So this all appears to be very dry, actually, very original as well. You know, nothing goofy like sprayed over brake lines and stuff with undercoating. It all looks really good. All the connections look good. All the compression fittings look nice. Again, these big fin drums look good. So yeah, not bad. Looks pretty good. As we look at the underside of the car's definitely been undercoated. Okay, and let's look at the rear bumper here also. Looks like we got a repair right here that was done. Okay, like a fill and then a chrome piece. My guess is finding this bumper, another one of these, is next to impossible. So, you know, you repair what you have, and you'd want the original anyways. Okay, so original's been repaired. As we look at the trunk drops here in the lower quarters, We see undercoating, okay? If it's not factory, it's very old, this undercoating, but I don't really see, maybe a small bit of something right there. It doesn't look like we're covering anything up though, really, in my opinion. A little bit of seam sealer went down this way, but the trunk floor appears to be in good shape. I'm looking at now we're on the driver's side over here. And again, we see some undercoating. I don't see any patches. I just see kind of some seam sealer and then just a layer of undercoating here. Now bear in mind that this side is gonna look different because this has to accommodate the spare tire. Okay, so remember that. This accommodates the spare tire. That's why this one looks different than this one. Okay, this nice sharp edge, and that edge kind of goes down at an angle. Okay, keep that in mind. But overall, I think the trunk floor looks very good. I don't see any issues at all. The frame looks great. Okay, let's move down this way. So now I'm facing the front of the car, and let's look up here, right behind the rear wheel of the driver's side. That's where we're at right now. I don't really see any issues at all. A little bit of undercoating, a little bit of cobwebs, but let's check the passenger side real quick. I'll go nice and slow so I don't make everybody sick here. Passenger side, again, same deal. Looks pretty good. A little bit of undercoating, but I haven't seen like a patch per se yet or anything nasty. Okay, so now we're into the floor area, okay, of the driver's side over here. And we can kind of start to see right here, start to see a little bit of a poke in there as we move over the tunnel and then towards the passenger side of the vehicle. Let's just jump sides here. Okay, so as we're looking at the car right here, so this is this would be the rear passenger footwell right here, okay? Rear passenger footwell. We kind of see a little flaking off of the undercoating, and maybe behind that a couple pinholes right there, and then maybe a pinhole right here. Okay, nothing to get too worked up about. I think it looks very nice. Body mounts up here on the driver's side look good, and this, is always the usual suspect on any vehicle. And right now, I think I don't see anything that's too disturbing. It just looks like kind of a factory undercoat right now. So now we're looking at, I'm sorry, that was the seat area. Now we're looking at the passenger footwell right here, the rear passenger footwell. This, I don't see any issues at all. Nothing that is concerning. All this seems to be factory metal right here. Frame and body mounts look very good on this side. Kind of see those. Okay. Frame looks great. Check the passenger side. Let's see, passenger side looks good. Body mount looks really nice up in there. Again, this is kind of a usual suspect area, and I don't see, pardon me, I don't see anything that's too concerning up in there. That looks okay to me, in my opinion. Okay, so so far looking kind of good. I do see up in there maybe a little stitch that's been taken out. That's clearly some kind of patch that's been done up in there. Okay, just so we can see it. Passenger footwell, rear passenger on the passenger side looks very nice. Body mounts look solid. All this is factory pressed metal. Looks good. Frame's great. Driver's side now over here, right, facing the front of the car. Let's look up here at the rockers. Looks good. I don't really see anything concerning. Body mounts look nice. This area right here, a little bit of undercoating, maybe a little crusty. Okay, you can kind of see a couple little pinholes, but very original. Actually, nope, that is undercoating. It's just kind of loosened up from the car, so that is, I don't think that's a hole in the car at all. That is just that's the undercoating. So this I'm pretty pleased with. We're looking at the driver's side, kind of the floor to firewall area. Looks good. All right. Body mount looks nice. Okay, I'm facing the rear of the car now. Let me move over to the passenger side, and just you know, a lot of factory undercoating, but looks good. Body mount looks good. Rocker looks nice. Frame and floor here, very nice. Frame, incidentally, looks, I mean, killer. I mean, it looks really good. Body mounts over here look good. Yeah, I don't see anything of any concern right now. Okay, let's move to this side and see what we can see. This looks very nice, guys. I mean, frame looks solid. I don't see any scaling or anything like that. It's a lot of undercoating, you know, but I don't see any repairs per se. All this looks really good. Yeah, all that feels really nice and solid under there too. So we're looking at the frame rail, and we look at this, you know, we're looking at this pinch weld right here and the floor, and I mean, just, I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with it. Everything looks really nice. So, and I don't really see anything that I'm too freaked out about right now. It looked like just maybe this little, so I'm on the driver's side of the car over here, right? Driver's side, rear of the car, front of the car, right here. We got a couple little pinholes right here, okay? And that looks like something just kind of flew up in there and hit it. So that looks really good. And then let's move to this side. Hopefully I'm not making everybody sick here, but let's move to this side and see if we can see a better look at this. Okay, so up here, this is just a little cheesy, this body mount on this passenger side that we're looking at. See this right here? But I don't know, it's there, and it looks like it's still solid, so I don't know if I'd go through messing with this thing like that yet. Pinch weld looks good as we look down this way. Everything looks nice. I don't see anything like really glaring at me. This body mount looks really nice. It looks really good. Floor looks good, just undercoated, you know. It looks good, original. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty pleased with this thing. You know, for a car that's so difficult to restore and so expensive to restore. I mean, I said at one point in time, you know, $100,000, that's probably not even gonna, it wouldn't even touch this car, because you'd have to source a lot of the parts first. So it'd be, you know, it'd be well over 100 grand to restore a car like this. So let's see, the overall assessment of the underside, very original, okay? A lot of what appears to be older factory undercoating, or undercoated after the fact. So what we've got is we've got like an engine out, interior out, maybe not frame off restoration, body on type restoration. Really well done though. And vehicle undercoated, one or two little, I'm not gonna say they're soft areas, but a few areas where there's some, a little bit of minor rot, and that is driver's side, rear passenger seat area, and then maybe this passenger side rear, in front of the rear wheel body mount area was a little, just a little, had a little decay, okay? Overall, I think very solid. very well presented. I was moving the car around. I don't see any like moving drips or anything like that. So there's not like a rear main issue going on. We just got a little seeping going on from some of the gaskets down there. So awesome car, 1960 Buick Electra, 225 convertible, jammed packed full of options. Look at the other video of the exterior walk around. You'll see. If you have any questions on this vehicle or any of our other vehicles, reach out to me. My name is Rich at Ultra Motorsports in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thanks so much.